Good morning students. Today our topic is real numbers, in that assignment number 2. First question. Prove that root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational. So now we are proving root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. See, let us assume root 2 plus root 3 is rational. If root 2 plus root 3 is rational, the rational form is a by b. So, if root 2 plus root 3 is rational means which is in the form of a by b. Therefore, root 2 plus root 3 is equals to a by b. See children, here a and b are integers, b not equals to 0, where a comma b are integers and b not equals to 0. See children, I am sending plus root 3 to right hand side. Therefore, root 2 is equals to a by b minus root 3. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides, therefore root 2 whole square is equals to a by b minus root 3 whole square. See children, square root get cancelled, that 2 is equals to a by b whole square, a minus b whole square formula, then a by b whole square, that means a square by b square plus root 3 whole square means 3 minus 2 into a by b into root 3. See children, I am send minus 2 a by b root 3 to left hand side and 2 to right hand side. Therefore, 2 a by b root 3 is equals to a square by b square plus 3 minus 2. See, 2 a by b into root 3 is equals to a square by b square plus 3 minus 2 is 1. Next, 2 a by b root 3 is equals to a square plus b into 1 b square by b square. Send 2a by b to right hand side. So, root 3 is equals to a square plus b square by b square into here 2a by b we are sending other hand side means b by 2a. See here 1b get cancelled. Therefore, root 3 is equals to a square plus b square by b into 2a is 2ab. See children here. See children here. We know that if a and b are integers means the right hand side part is rational. If a and b are integers means the right hand side part is rational. So root 3 is rational. We know that root 3 is irrational, right? So this contradiction is, what is that? Root 3 is irrational. This so our assumption is wrong, right? So since a comma b are integers, a comma b are integers, then a square plus b square by 2ab is rational. So root 3 is rational. Root 3 is rational. This contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational. Therefore, hence root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Next question. Question number 2. Show that root 2 is irrational. So children, now we are proving root 2 is irrational. So let us assume root 2 is rational. Rational in the form of r by s format. It must be some integers are there, right? So see children, if it is rational, there's some see here, if it is root 2 is rational means there must be a exist of two integers. Let us assume those two integers are r and s. R and s. So integers we are assuming r and s, and s should not be equals to 0. Therefore, root 2 is equals to r by s, where r and s are integers. If r and s are integers, see children, if r and s are integers having a common factor other than 1, if any other common factor is there, then we should divide both r and s to that common factor. So we divide see children here, if r and s have a common factor other than 1, so we should divide that common factor by both the r and s. Then we get root 2 is equals to, if r is divided by a common factor, it should be a, and s is divided by that common factor s, b, right? So here, if we divide r and s by the common factor, then we will get a by b. Here a and b are co-primes. Therefore, a comma b are co-primes. Co-primes means their HCF is 1. So send B to this hand side, then root 2 into B is equals to A. Squaring on both sides. So squaring on both sides, root 2 into B whole square is equals to A square. This 2 is responsible for both the root 2 and B. Then square root get cancelled. Then 2 B square is equals to A square. We have a theorem is there. So 2 divides A square, then 2 divides A. 2 divide A square, then 2 divides A. So see children, I am writing, right, A is equals to the product of 2 into C. So 2 is a 2 divides A square, then 2 is a factor of A, right? So A is equals to C, where C is some integer. See children, 2b square is equals to, in place of where I am substituting 2c whole square, then 2b square is equals to 4 into c square, and 2 get cancelled, then what is remaining? B square is equals to 2c square. See here children, so 2 divides b square, then 2 divides b. 2 divides b square, then 2 divides b. See here, if you observe that here also 2 is a factor of b. 2 is a factor of b. See here, 2 is a factor of both a and b. 2 is a factor of both a and b. Therefore, since a comma b having a common factor, factor 2, therefore our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So we can conclude that root 2 is irrational. Next question. Question number 3. Write any two irrational numbers lying between 3 and 4. See or write any two irrational numbers between 3 and 4. Now the solution. 3 is written as so 3 can be written as root over 9. Root over 9 is 3, plus or minus 3 is we are taken as root 9 is 3, and 4 is written as root over 16. Root 3 is written as root 9 and 4 is written as root 16. Now sum integers between sum irrational numbers between root 9 and root 16. It means root 3 and 4. See, what are the rational numbers? Root 10, root 11, and root 12, root 13, root 14, root 15. These are the sum irrational numbers in between 3 and 4. So, and also you can write it as 3.1121 and so on. And one more number you can write it as 3.10110 and 1110 and so on. We can write it like this. Next question, question number 4. Question number 4. Give an example for each of the following. See children, here he is asking us 2 questions. One is the product of two irrational numbers is rational. And second question is the product of two irrational numbers is irrational. So give an example for both the questions. He is asking an example. So first one, let us consider two irrational numbers So what we are taking, for example, root 2 and root 15. These two are two irrational numbers. The product. See children, root 2 into root 15. So we can write it as root over 2 into 50. Then root over 100. Root over 100 means 10. Now 10 is a rational number or irrational number? 10 is a rational number. Therefore, which is a rational number. So 10 is a rational number. Now the second one, the product of two irrational numbers is irrational. So let us consider two irrational numbers. Two irrational numbers. What are those two of root 3 comma root 7? Their product root 3 into root 7 means root over 3 into 7, so root over 21. See children, root 21 is irrational. So which is an irrational number. These are the one example for the both the questions. Thank you, students.